Hey there. So, have you ever looked at a big tree or even a tiny plant and thought, how does this thing drink water? I mean, it doesn't have a mouth, right? Well, let's figure this out together. So, basically, everything starts with the roots. You can think of roots as the plant's water collectors. They spread out in the soil looking for water. And at the very tips of these roots are these super tiny structures called root hairs. So, these root hairs are very important. They increase the surface area of the roots so the plants can absorb more water. But how does the water actually get into the roots? It's all thanks to a process called osmosis. Osmosis is like nature's way of evening things out. Water moves from the soil where there's more water into the root hairs, and in the root hairs, there's less water. So basically, in osmosis, water moves from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. So it moves from soil to root hairs. This way, the roots fill up with water to pass on to the rest of the plant. Now, once the water is absorbed by the roots, it needs to travel all the way up the plants to reach the stem, leaves, and even flowers. So, this is where the xylem comes into play. Xylem are like tiny pipelines that run throughout the plant. They carry water and nutrients upward from the roots to leaves. But what actually moves the water through these pipes? That depends on whether it's day or night. During the day, plants use a process called transpiration. It's like this: when the sun shines on the leaves, tiny pores on the leaves called stomata opens up, and through these stomata, water escapes as vapors. So, this creates a kind of pulling force that draws water upward from the roots through xylem and then into the leaves. Think of it as the plant's way of pulling water up using an invisible straw. And it's not just water being pulled up. Important nutrients from the soil also pulls up too. This helps the plant grow and keeps it healthy. But what happens at night when the sun isn't around? So plants still need water to survive, right? So during the night, they rely on something called root pressure. The roots don't stop working, they keep absorbing water from soil. This creates a small push that helps move water up through the xylem. It's not as strong as the daytime pull from transpiration, but still it's enough to keep the plant hydrated throughout the night. Have you ever noticed tiny water droplets on the edges of the leaves early in the morning and thought it was rain? Actually, that's called guttation. It happens when root pressure pushes water all the way up. So, whether it's day or night, plants have clever ways to move water through their bodies. During the day, they use the power of transpiration, and at night, they rely on root pressure. So, this amazing system keeps plants alive, hydrated, healthy, and growing. So, next time you see a tree or even a small plant, think about the hard work happening inside it 24/7. Nature really is amazing, isn't it? So, this was all about how plants or trees get water day and night.